It's Saturday morning and Elissa's come round for a chat. How are you feeling?
Breakfast.
Oh, really?
No.
No.
Oh, that's awkward.
You have to pay extra for that. I need the money, frankly.
Oh dear. Okay.
Let's not talk about me, though.
No. Okay.
Let's start off talking about you're going round the world on Monday.
Oh my God. Yeah.
You're meant to sound a bit more enthusiastic about
I
it.
am. I'm just terrified.
It's quite a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it is. It's something I've wanted to do for so many years. So it's kind of bizarre that I actually just finally did it. Oh, I'm doing it. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah. Now, why did you want to go on your own? Was it just one of those things, I want to be independent, I want freedom, one of those things?
Definitely want freedom. Well, actually, truthfully, I did want to go with a few different people, but they'd already gone. And I always tend to sort of blossom a little bit later than my friends.
I'm one of those as well.
Oh, yeah, but I think it's a better way.
That's what we're saying, yeah.
Yes, we'll go with that. So yeah, no one was available.
Okay.
So I will flee the country by myself.
I think it's better that way because then you meet more people because you have to.
Yeah, literally. The thing is, I'm quite a bubbly girl, but only when I'm comfortable. So it put me in a bar or a hostel bar or whatever. That's going to be quite a challenge to sort of go up to people and be like, "Hi, be my friend."
Don't say that. I think that's the number one thing.
Maybe don't ask. Just let it happen naturally.
Just have some bevies and let the good times roll.
Oh God, I'm so scared.
You'll be fine. And I think everyone's on the end of like the internet anyway. If there's any troubles, you can just tweet, go, help me.
Yes, help me. Yeah, no, that's true. I mean, I've always been sort of interested by the whole travel blogging thing, and I follow a lot of different travel bloggers. I would say the last year I've just been sort of consumed with people's travel blogs, so I'm excited to sort of, I don't know, see what all the fuss is about.
Now, are you going to still be writing music when you're travelling? Do you think that's something you can't help? You'll have things come into your head and inspiration and all that sort of thing?
Absolutely. Unfortunately, that is not something that I can seem to escape. I did try and sort of step away from things a while ago, but it just doesn't happen.
It's just a natural thing with you. It just has to happen.
Yeah, I think that, it's like telling a dog walker not to like dogs. That's a terrible analogy.
Wicked one.
Horrific. No, I think it's just when something is part of who you are and you know what you're really passionate about, and it doesn't really matter sort of, I don't know, you just always do it because you get joy from it.
Yeah. Don't worry, that didn't sound too cheesy. It's fine. Now, what music will you be bringing with you? What do you think is going to be the soundtrack to your travels?
Well, this is it. So this is something I need to do, is to create a really great travel playlist. But yeah, I think it will be quite a lot of chill stuff, like Bon Iver, stuff to just kind of relax me, you know, on those mountain. That's what I'm most scared about, actually, is all the mountain drives on the edge of the mountains on these big sort of rickety coaches through Cambodia and whatnot. That I'm a little bit afraid of.
So a lot of prayers.
Lots of prayers, please, yes. Light a candle.
It'll be fine. Let's not worry about it. It's going to be a great time.
To be fair, I am really excited. I think, as I was saying to you when I walked in, it feels like we're talking about somebody else.
Yeah.
Like a good friend, like, oh, we're really excited for her. And I'm like, oh, it's me.
Yeah. Till you're on that plane, it won't feel real, I guess.
I know. But we'll see. One-way ticket, but we will see.
One-way ticket? You're not coming back?
Well, I don't know. Well, I'm sure I will come back.
All your fans are suddenly going, no!
I'll be back. Of course I'll be back. But I just might be situated somewhere else for a little while.
Exciting.
But I'll never stop writing and gigging and putting out music. Nothing stopped me before, so...
Good. Now let's talk about chemicals.
Chemicals, chemicals, something like that.
I didn't expect an impromptu. Do I have to join in, or can we?
Yes, absolutely. Let's do the harmony. Chemicals, chemicals. She hasn't heard it.
No, it's just that I can't sing. We really don't want that to happen.
No, that's okay. I was only kidding.
Half kidding, weren't you? You're hoping I'd do a little bit. Now, how easy did this come to you, this album, compared to other ones? Was it?
How easy did it come to me? I think the decision to do it was very easy because I felt quite strongly that I knew I'd be away for a while, and therefore I wanted to sort of leave fans with a body of work, I guess, to sort of tide them over because it might be a while until I'm in a position to put new music out. And also sort of more selfishly, I just had loads of new songs that I was really excited about, and I had just met these two producers, purely by chance, and we just really sort of vibed and got on, and it came together very naturally and very quickly. And then when I sort of set my mind on something, I'm quite dogged about it, and I was like, right, I will create an album before I go. And everyone was like, you're mental, you've got so much to do, just chill out. But we did it. Right? We did it, yeah.
Now, is that Jonathan Veers? Is that his name?
Jonathan Veers and Martin Sell, yeah. They were the producers, yeah.
So what was the relationship like with them? Was it kind of relaxed, or was it very... Was...
No, it wasn't.
No, not at all? No. Or was it a one-way thing, Elissa?
He'll kill me. His fiancé will kill me.
No, you need to be careful then.
No, I'm only joking. I can't help myself. No, not at all. There's sort of Martin I spent probably the most time with, and he's an absolute joker. He's sort of he's a house DJ, so he does a lot of DJing out in sort of the clubs. He goes to all like these really, I don't know why I'm doing this.
You have to, don't you?
Yeah, he goes to all the really cool clubs, and he's done some fantastic stuff. And so he came from it from a completely different angle. I'd never worked with a dance producer before, let alone someone that was creating hip hop beats from scratch. And I was like, how are we going to marry the two between my sort of ballads and sort of the more live band sounding with his sort of electronic? So that was really interesting. And then Jonathan is sort of an absolute pro session musician, and he's done some, as you know, he's played on some massive records. And so it was just really great for his musicianship. He's very particular, and he's just a really solid musician, and I learned a lot from both of them. It was a lot of fun.
Good, they like that. You clawed it back there, didn't you, from the start? Now, you said he was very particular. Is that good all the time, or sometimes where you're like, oh, just let it go, that one will do, that was fine?
I think that it was a really healthy way for me to work. I think I needed to be pushed. Previously, maybe I haven't been pushed hard enough. And I'm the sort of person that when someone ups their game, I then will up mine. So I have to, you always want to push yourself and challenge yourself, and that's what they did. And especially as a vocalist and as a writer, they were sort of challenging me on a few of my ideas and saying, you know, is that the best you think you can do? And I'd be like, well, clearly you don't. So I'd go away. No, but it was really good because we came out with something that I can go, that was the best in that moment that I could have done. So, yeah.
Are you
good thing?
Good. And are you good with the record when it's finished at just sitting back and go, no, you're not. You're always listening and thinking, oh, I wish I'd done that differently. Or
it's awful, isn't it? I don't know if other people are like this, especially if you're like a writer and you write a novel. What if you read it and go, damn it?
Yeah.
You know, no, I'm so bad, but I just need to sort of let it go and be quite pleased with how it is. But no one else would ever hear these little things that I'm talking about, and I would never tell people what they are.
I was going to ask, that was my next question. Damn it.
But yeah, I think it's just, I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
But, you know, there has to come a point when you have to leave something alone, because we found with some of the tracks we were really sort of overproducing them, and it gets to the point where the message or the sentiment is getting lost because you're focusing too much on being so sort of structured within the rules of songwriting. And sometimes I was like, do you know what, let's scrap this, let's do it live, one take, and let's just get the emotion across.
I love just a live recording. I think you can really feel that moment when you listen back. Yeah,
and you can hear all the imperfections, especially on Courage, I Don't Love You and Possibilities. They were all done more or less one take. And Oh Brother as well to some extent, and you can really hear, you know, there's a lot of flaws, but I think that's what makes it nice.
Like breaths and stuff like that. And
oh my gosh, I'm a big fan of the breathing. But apparently most, you know, pop singers or whatever, you know, they cut the breaths out, and Martin especially. He was like, God, you do like to breathe, don't you?
Cracking impression there, I'm sure.
You do like to breathe, don't you? And so he was trying to cut all my breaths. I was like, dude, I'm a human being. I breathe. It's okay.
It's kind of vital, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah.
I say keep in the breaths as much as possible.
Keep in those breaths.
Yeah. That's your top tip for all singers out there.
Top tip.
Now, would you say the album is overall positive? Or would you say it captures a moment in your life that maybe wasn't so positive?
I would say on the whole very positive. It captures... I think the thing with this record that's very different to sort of previous is that it's not just about sort of one character or one person. It's about lots of different situations and a few different people. But the overriding theme is there's quite a few sassy songs on there, I think, for sort of girls, you know, that have been mucked around a little bit. But there's a lot of internal songs as well. Courage, Possibilities. They're all about sort of, I guess, related to the travelling thing. It's all that soul-searching crap.
It's not crap. It's empowering, isn't it?
It's important, man.
It is, man. Yeah. Now, how do you feel about when you're putting your heart and soul out in the lyrics of your songs and then your parents give it a listen and then they go, oh, we didn't know that was going on, Elissa. Oh, we didn't know that happened, or whatever, referring to things that you've talked about?
Yeah, that was quite tricky on a couple of the songs, which they now just skip.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a gig quite far away and there was a long drive and they came with me because it's just super fun to share that with them.
Yeah.
And we were, and I was like, no, let's skip that one. And Mum was like, oh, you always tell us to skip it, let's play it. And it was, no one said a word before, during or after.
Oh God, I feel sweaty and awkward for you. Did you have a sweat on when that moment was happening?
I just felt really awkward because it's the one I'm talking about is track 10, Courage. It's just a very sad song. It was just captures a very a particularly sad moment in time, and I think it was just awkward because it's like reading out your diary, I suppose.
That's exactly what it is.
It's exactly what it is. But you know, I'm not attached to it anymore because that moment is very much in the past.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's uncomfortable maybe for them and for people that love me and are close to me because they're like, oh crikey, we didn't know that.
Yeah, and people get awkward about things like that. They don't know how to talk about it, or whether they can ask questions.
Totally, and actually I think people don't talk about it enough in music. People talk a lot about heartbreak and sort of people doing them wrong, but people don't often talk about sort of internal struggles as much. But actually, everyone is dealing with everyone has their own battles, basically. Oh my God. Can we get the violin player, please?
No, but it's true, because I've been doing blogs lately about like mental illness and depression and stuff, and it's amazing the response you get from those blogs as opposed to ones about like what I've been wearing this week. Like, people want to talk and know that other people are going through stuff.
Well, it will continue to be a very taboo subject. I don't know if we'll ever really reconcile that in sort of mainstream music. But it's kind of odd to me because actually, you know, I follow a lot of my fans back because I like to engage with them in that way, and I read their blogs and I look at their things that they're making, and I think, God, some of these kids are like really troubled because thank God we're not teenagers now. Can you imagine?
I'm not sure I would have coped. It's hard enough then, but
it was with MSN Messenger.
That was the thing.
Politics of that. Crikey. No, I would just lock myself in a room, I think.
Oh, it's just going to get worse. I fear for my future children.
I don't. Mine are going to be living in a cabin by a lake and all they will be doing is climbing trees and playing with dogs. There's going to be no television.
Good luck, kids. Have fun.
Yeah. Go play in nature.
Yeah. It is the only answer, though, isn't it?
I'm deadly serious. My kids are not going to have a phone or TV until they're at least 22.
I agree, because I won't sleep if they have the internet.
No.
Knowing what goes on.
No.
Anyway, we're not there yet. We can relax a bit.
Aren't we? Yes.
Therapy sesh.
This is a bit of a therapy session.
It's because of the comfy sofa, I think.
I think it is, actually, yeah.
Maybe I should do all my interviews at home on the sofa.
You should. But if you're with a bloke, maybe it's going to get a bit fruity.
Not with my parents in the kitchen having an earwig.
You know.
Let's ruin that illusion.